Hi, hello, and welcome back to F1 Challenge Career Mode. My name is Mephisto, and today we're heading off to San Marino for round 4 of the 2004 Formula 1 season. Let's get started.
Located approximately 35 kilometers southeast of Bologna, the historic circuit Enzo Edino Ferrari combines short and medium-speed straights with a challenging mix of slow turns and varying speed chicanes. Despite numerous revisions in order to improve safety, this circuit, renamed in honor of the late Dino Ferrari, remains one of Formula One's classics.
First off, we have qualifying, where things didn't quite go as I would have wanted to. I was fast in Sector 1 but not Sector 2, and that is a 1:26.6. That's not a very good time.
Hello there. Welcome to San Marino. The weather, as so often is the case here, is just wonderful. Over 30 degrees and climbing. It's a fantastic day for Formula One. Michael Schumacher first. Barrichello second. Raikkonen third. Fernando Alonso fourth. Sato fifth. Mark Webber sixth. Panis seventh. The Sauber driver endured a lackluster qualifying session and faces a tough start in the midst of the chasing pack. He starts eighth. Montoya ninth. Heidfeld 10th. Jarno Trulli failed to get anywhere near the pace of his championship rival, the Sauber driver. Giorgio Pantano 12th. Gianmaria Bruni 13th. Schumacher 14th. Coulthard 15th. Felipe Massa was way off the pace of his teammate. He starts in 16th. Zorngarder 17th. Button 18th. Cristiano D'Amata 19th. Cristiano Klein 20th.
Here we are on the grid for the San Marino Grand Prix. This was a big day back in 2004. This day marked 10 years since the tragic deaths of Roland Ratzenberger and the great Ayrton Senna. I was around 6 years old at the time, and I remember watching the race, probably my most vivid memory from back then. And I remember when they announced Senna's death, I cried like, well, a 6-year-old would. Although I didn't really know much about Senna at the time, but by the way people talked about him made it clear to me that F1 and the world had lost a great person. And of course his death signaled a massive change in terms of safety regulations in the sport. But yeah, it was a sad day, and it still is whenever I think back at that fateful race. Anyway, here's the replay of the start, loads of wheel spin on my part, and I lose a position because of it. However, as we were coming into the infamous Tamburello, which looks nothing like it did back in 1994, I regained my lost position. And now was the time to start pushing for a top spot. And we're now on board with Ralf Schumacher. He has the Jordan of Pantano, I believe, in front of him. Schumacher's Williams is a bit faster than the Jordan, and they made contact. And we can see Jordan's special commemorative livery made especially for this race. Very nice of them to do that. But we are now coming back around to finish this first lap. We are in 7th, and the goal is a podium finish, hopefully. Although I anticipate a difficult race, so we'll have to see how things turn out. I think pit strategy is going to play a large role in this race, but we'll have to wait and see. Towards the end of lap 2, I catch up to and pass Mark Webber, so we're now in 6th, and our next goal is to overtake Takuma Sato. Lap 6, and I've yet to get close enough to Sato to try and overtake him, but in the meantime, there's an incident somewhere on the track involving my teammate. And here is Felipe Massa with David Coulthard behind. They come through the Villeneuve chicane. Coulthard touches the rear of Massa's Sauber, causing it to flip over. Then it crashes into the safety wall, causing the car to twist and turn. And look at the state of that rear wing. What was Coulthard thinking? So with that, my teammate will have to make his first stop, whilst I will try to catch up to the cars in front, which is turning out to be quite a difficult task, but we'll get there eventually, I hope. This could be it. We might overtake Sato in the next few corners. Oh no, that was a horrible line through that chicane. At the end of lap 7, I'm making my first of 2 stops, so are Alonso and Sato it would seem. I wonder if we can overtake any of them in the pits. Never actually done that, so let's hope our crew can work really fast. A more precise stop would have helped though. Okay, tires are on, the lollipop is up, and we're on the move again. Ooh, Alonso manages to exit in front of us, but we at least exit in front of Sato. So we've actually gained a position in the pits, which is amazing. Let's see if I can overtake Alonso through Tamburello. I lunged forward, but it wasn't enough. But I'm not about to give up just yet. Make use of his slipstream down this straight, outbrake him into the Villeneuve chicane, and we made it. So that currently puts us into 8th. Towards the end of lap 8, as I was trying to pull away from Sato and Alonso, I was informed of an incident somewhere on the track. So let's see what happened. And here we have Hungarian Jolt Baumgartner with Coulthard behind him. They come over the hill, and as they turn in for this double apex left-hander, Coulthard makes contact with the Minardi, sending it flying into the wall and over the fence. That's the second accident he caused this race. He should be a bit more careful. First Massa and now Baumgartner. Someone is going to be really pissed at him, and with good reason. Anyway, let's try to pull away from the guys behind me. I'm not really comfortable with 2 cars being right on my tail. And I brake late into this sharp left-hander, allowing both Alonso and Sato to reclaim their positions. That was a mistake. But towards the end of the lap, I caught back up to them. I overtook Alonso, and now I had to find a way to overtake Sato again. So let's keep pushing. Lap 10, and I can see Webber leaving the pits. I go off the track a bit, but keep it together. Webber slows down Sato enough to allow me to overtake them both, so we're now in 4th. Now let's aim for a podium spot. Towards the end of lap 14, I made my second stop. It looks like Raikkonen is in as well, but I'm sure we won't be able to exit in front of him since he came in long before us. And there he goes, and it looks like Webber has come in again. I believe this is his first stop of the race, although I'm not sure. I know he was in the pits on lap 10, so it's a bit weird that he would come back in so early. It doesn't make much sense to pit again within just 4 laps. Oh well, I guess he has his reasons. Anyway, let's see if we can gain at least 3rd in this last stint. Oh, and there appears to be an incident on the track up ahead, so let's see what happened. We're following Gian Maria Bruni and Coulthard once again. They come over the hill and Coulthard does the exact same thing he did to Baumgartner. And now both Minardi drivers are out because of him. Not to mention that incident with Massa during the opening stages of the race. Coulthard was involved in 3 separate accidents, 2 of which resulted in forced retirement. Surely that wouldn't go unpunished in an actual race. I like Coulthard, but unfortunately in this case, I can't be on his side. And we have yet another incident. And here is Giorgio Pantano in his Jordan, with D'Amata right behind him. They come through this tight left-hander. D'Amata clips the rear of the Jordan and spins it around. Then the AI has a bit of a brain fart, drives into the wall, breaks his front wing. Ladies and gentlemen, pathfinding at its finest. Maybe not. That's absolutely horrible pathfinding. So yeah, that happened. At the very least, Coulthard was not involved this time. He was really aggressive today, wasn't he? Anyway, let's keep pushing and hope for the best. 3rd just might not be possible, I'm afraid. This is lap 17, we are in 5th and coming up on Rubens Barrichello who just left the pits. There are only a handful of laps remaining, so it really seems that a podium finish is out of the question today. And we're coming around the final few tens of meters of this race. Someone pitted on the previous lap and we moved up into 3rd place. Absolutely amazing. I really didn't think it was possible, but we did it in the end. That was one hell of a tough race, so I'm quite relieved it's over. But yeah, that's 6 more points in the bag, and that's not too shabby. I would say we did rather well this race. Third place is not bad at all. So on to the standings.
That was an absolutely breathtaking San Marino Grand Prix. Here are the final results. Michael Schumacher first. Raikkonen second. The Sauber driver third. Rubens Barrichello fourth. Alonso fifth. Sato sixth. With the results confirmed, it's high time we updated the Drivers' Championship. Michael Schumacher moves up into first position to lead the Drivers' Championship.
Michael Schumacher is in the lead of the Drivers' Championship with 28 points. We are second with 26 points. Barrichello and Trulli share third with 22 points. Raikkonen is fourth with 16 points. Button fifth with 12 points. Alonso sixth with 9 points. Juan Pablo Montoya and Mark Webber share 7th with 5 points. Sato and Coulthard are 8th with 4 points. Ralf Schumacher is in 9th with 2 points, and Pan is 10th with 1 point.
Ferrari increase their lead at the top of the Constructors' Championship. Renault are second, followed by the third place Sauber.
Ferrari lead the Constructors' Championship with 50 points. Renault are second with 31 points. Our team is third with 26 points. McLaren are fourth with 20 points. In fifth we have BAR with 16 points. In sixth, Williams with 7 points. Seventh is held by Jaguar with 5 points. And Toyota are in eighth with 1 point. That was quite a good race. We didn't manage to win, but finishing third is still a pretty good result if you ask me. It was an interesting race as well, with all those accidents caused by Coulthard. Again, if this was real life, he'd probably be facing some severe penalties, maybe even a suspension. Anyway, our next stop is the Spanish Grand Prix, where I had mixed results in the past, so we'll have to see how well or bad I will be doing there this season. But until next time, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you all so much for watching, and as always, stay sharp.